I got a real treat for you here. If you missed the video earlier, this is the committee that's investigating Greg Fergus and whether or not he should stay on as Speaker because of the video he did in support of the interim Liberal leader of the Ontario Liberal Party, John Fraser. Put a video together wearing his robes and his
message to a personal friend.
A partisan tribute to a partisan friend at a partisan event.
Respect, impartiality, and decorum are values I continue to prioritize for my Speaker's tenure.
It has undermined the position of the Speaker so greatly that I must add my voice and the voice of the official opposition to those who have asked for the Speaker to resign.
We had a lot of fun together through the Ottawa South Liberal Association, through Liberal Party politics, by helping Dalton McGuinty get elected. This was
office saying what a wonderful guy he was and how wonderful it was to elect Dalton McGuinty. And he also, the following day, was going on about some guy named Klaus, who we originally thought was Klaus Schwab. Turns out it was another Liberal. And he was saying that he was a former leader of the Young Liberals. So once again, advertising, he can't stop advertising the fact he's a Young Liberal.
Doing a quick calculation, 29 years ago, that I first met Klaus, 1994. I was running for president of the Young Liberals of Canada. And there was this guy who knew all these Young Liberals, but I'd never seen him in a party before. He spoke with this accent, you know, I wasn't certain where this was coming from. And I remember one time he pulled me over and he said, "Greg." So I go, he's by the curtains in the back of the room. He says, "Greg, you're going to win."
He was a Young Liberal, and he's a proud member of the Liberal Party. So is this guy capable of being Speaker of the House, where he's supposed to be nonpartisan? Watch what the Liberals did on this committee to convince people that Greg Fergus has this overwhelming support out there.
Mr. Speaker, you're probably not aware of that, but late last night, many members of PROC received letters supporting you in your role as Speaker.
Point of order, Madam Chair.
Point of order, Mr. Duncan.
Wondering, just in reference to Ms. Romanato's comments about, she referenced some emails that we received last night, including the members of PROC's personal parliamentary emails. I'm looking for unanimous consent if I could table those two letters that were provided to us by email last night, and also including in that a copy of the metadata from both of those. When you open up the Microsoft Word document, you could actually go and see who the original authors of those two were. I'd like to table not only the letters, but along with each, that the author of the one letter dated yesterday came from a Liberal appointed senator, Senator Andrew Cardozo. And I'd also in the second letter like to table not only the letter, but the metadata that shows that the author of that original letter was a former Liberal Member of Parliament, Frank Baylis.
Interesting, n'est-ce pas? So there you go. Now, they got a Liberal appointed senator and a former Liberal MP to write these anonymous letters supporting Greg Fergus. What a great guy he is. We just love him so much. Of course, they're phony. They're fraudulent letters. What else are they up to? Yes, lots of it. So, and apparently the former Liberal MP has been embroiled in an ethical scandal going back to COVID days, where he was supposed to produce ventilators, and it looks like it was a dummy corporation that didn't deliver much or at all. We're looking into that one. Let's see what else we can come up with. But if you want to look further into it, see the X post by this Conservative MP and look directly below it. There's all kinds of social media comment about this former Liberal MP and the ventilators.
Hi, this is David Crayden from Crayden's Right and Stand on Guard. Join the resistance. Resolve to resist. Become a member of this station. I've been practicing journalism in one form or another for over 30 years. I've worked in print, radio, and television for a lot of prestigious publications and media outlets. I was an Armed Forces Public Affairs officer. I worked in Parliament Hill. I know how Ottawa works. And I know how corrupt federal government can be. But you can play a part in opposing Justin Trudeau's government and Justin Trudeau's plans for Canada. You can become a part of the Craydon's Right Resistance. Now, I urge you today, please support this station in any way you can. Ring that bell, subscribe, because that ensures you're at least going to continue to be able to watch these episodes. You'll beat the algorithm. But more importantly, I need your financial support. I hate to ask, but that's what I'm doing. I made a decision to pursue independent media because I believed it was the best possible route for me to take as a journalist and as a concerned citizen of Canada. So you can become a part of that. And at only $5, you can become a part of that on YouTube, on Substack, and with Buy Me a Coffee, a one-time donation. But I need your support. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. If you've already done that, if you're already supporting the station, thank you. But if you haven't, make that decision today.